If you are trying to grow your viewership or your following on Twitch, there is one piece of advice that you'll hear me and a load of other different people who make these types of videos say, and that is to make short form content. And that means turning the best moments from your streams into something like a YouTube short, a TikTok, an Instagram reel, any sort of vertical platform short form content. In case this is your first time hearing this, the reason that this is important is because Twitch doesn't really have much of an algorithm. And that means that there's no real inbuilt way in Twitch to kind of just stumble across a new channel or a new streamer. Yeah, there's things like recommended sections and that kind of thing, but most of the time when you find a new streamer, it's because you see them on somewhere like TikTok or YouTube Shorts. And that's why creating content on short form platforms is so important. So if you're not doing it already, you absolutely need to start. There's plenty of resources and tools available out there that can help you do this, but today we're going to be talking about one in particular, and that one is Meddle. This is going to be part of a new series I'm going to start doing on this channel, which is going to be highlighting incredibly useful tools for streamers that can help your content creation and hopefully help boost your numbers up a little bit more. And Meddle have been kind enough to throw your boy here a little sponsorship deal to talk about their product. Joke's on them, I've been using it for years, probably would have done it for free eventually. But legitimately, I know people on YouTube say all the time, like, I was genuinely using this product for years. I genuinely have been using it for years. And some of you may have been too, but not in the way I'm going to talk about today. A lot of gamers have used Meddle or else something like it in the past, but there's a lot you can do with Meddle that I don't think a lot of people realize that I'm going to talk about today that can be super helpful if you're a streamer or content creator. Firstly, what is Meddle? Meddle is a piece of software that you can download for free onto either your PC or your phone, and you can use it to clip your gameplay, which means that if something cool happens in your game that you want to save that moment for later on, you press a button and it will save that clip to your computer. Now you can set it to save 15 seconds, a minute, 3 minutes, whatever you want. It just means that you can save the best moments with a touch of a button, and those clips will include your gameplay audio, your microphone, and your webcam if you wanted to, as well as your Discord if you're in a call with your friends. It's so simple, it's so lightweight, it includes a ton of features, and one of the reasons I prefer Meddle over all the other softwares available that can do this, there's plenty of them, you've probably used them, I know I have, I've literally used most of them available. Most of the time they're a nightmare. They completely tank your FPS, they're running in the background, they're eating resources, they're pinging you with dumb shit all the time. But Meddle was developed specifically with your FPS in mind, meaning that it's not going to eat up all your resources and make your game look like this. Can we do like a little kind of I'm sure that was really funny. Editing is cool. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump into Meddle and have a look around. So when you've downloaded Meddle, and if you're already interested in trying it out, it is free. Please do use the link that's in the pinned comment or the description of this video. That's how they know you came from this video. So they're like, Two Shoes good. We like him. Very cool. So you're in your homepage of Meddle. Now, first thing you'll notice is there's lots going on here. There's loads of different clips. There's loads of different games. It's almost like a little For You page. You can see it here. My camera is currently blocking it, but there is a little section that says For You. You're probably asking yourself is, why is it giving you a For You page, right? It's because there is a social aspect to Meddle. If you've been around the stream scene for a while, don't panic. It's not like that one thing that tried to happen a while ago. If you know, you know. It's actually a pretty cool feature. With Meddle, you have a profile, right? You can link your Twitch to it and you can post some of your best clips. Its main use is not a social network, but there's a social element to it, which I think is pretty cool. And, you know, you can find some pretty funny clips and potentially some pretty cool content creators as well, which, you know, is a win for everybody. So into like the functionality of Meddle beyond its social stuff, obviously most people will be using this to clip cool moments from their gameplays. I have Meddle set up with my Stream Deck, so I just have a little button here that when I click that, it just basically enters in Shift*, which is the default button to clip with Meddle. My main use for it so far is when I'm streaming and I'm playing a game and I know something has been funny or I know something good has happened, instead of relying on chat to make a clip or my mods to leave a marker that I then have to go back, download the VOD or make a highlight of the VOD, I click that button and I have the last 3 minutes of my stream saved that I can then start to edit. And speaking of editing, one of the main things I think that stops people creating short form content, or things that people have said to me in the past when I've discussed their content with them, is they're like, I can't really make TikToks or YouTube shorts because I don't know how to edit videos, or I can't afford editing software. What's fantastic about Meddle is it has a built-in editor. And no, it's not a shitty little janky editor. It's actually pretty fucking good. You might be asking yourself, yeah, what sort of qualification do you have to judge editors? Are you some sort of professional? Actually, yes. I worked as a video editor for 10 years and I have a goddamn college degree in it. So firstly, when you make a clip with Meddle, it goes into here. This is called your library, right? If you're like me and you just clip everything and then you kind of go back and watch it and you're like, actually, no, do a bit of quality control. It wasn't that good of a clip. Here's where you can make that decision, right? So, you know, if I'm playing a game like Valorant, I have my Meddle set to clip the last 3 minutes. So if it's a game like Valorant, I know, okay, the last bit that I clipped is probably the good part. I don't stay alive long enough to, you know, make a 3-minute play. So I'll go to like the very end of the clip. Typically I'll skim over and I'll be like, all right, what was this? Okay, cool little play here. Nice shot on Yoru, checking out the sights, little diffuse, looking around. boom, little flick onto Sage. Also, this clip is definitely my Valorant gameplay and not my duo Keymons. So what you see is you've got the option here to open it in editor. So here you'll see your clip is open in this wonderful inbuilt editor that Metal provides. Right, so we're making short form content. So here we can select our vertical canvas, or we can select a square canvas if we're making something for, say, Instagram. You can also add cool little things, like you can add music here. You can add meme templates. So, you could throw John Cena in here, just, bopping out while you're doing things. You have all the options to resize it here. You can add in video effects, zooms, slow-mo, freeze frames, loops. Within minutes, you could create like an insane short here that has all the cool effects, clips that are used on short form platforms to keep people engaged and keep their attention, which is what you're trying to do ultimately. You can add blurs, you can add text, like GIFs, whatever you want, you can add it all in here, all within the editor, and it doesn't stop there. So not only can Metal record your gameplay or whatever, you can also set it up to just record your screen if you want. Again, here's all the different lengths that you can make your clip, or you can make them a custom one. You can assign it a random hotkey that you want to be your clip button if you don't want to use Shift D like me or have a Stream Deck. What's also great is, let's say you are enjoying that social aspect of Metal and there's other clips that you've made using your own video editor or whatever that you want to post on your platform. You can upload a clip directly from your computer and post it on your profile and let people know that you're awesome. And what's dope about Metal is they are always reposting people's clips on their Twitter. So, if you're posting a clip on Twitter, maybe tag them. They'll give you a little reshare maybe, who knows? So posting your clips publicly for other users of Metal or your friends to see is great. But let's say you have a pretty sick clip that you just want to share to one person or whatever. This is a big use case for me or even some of my friends who just want to, send some clips back and forth from our games. So you've got your clip ready to go. It looks nice. Maybe you put an edit on it or something. Go down here and hit copy link. This copies it to your clipboard straight away. And then you just head on straight over to your friends and you can paste your clip in. This gives them a sick little preview that they can watch right here in Discord or wherever else. And it's a great way to share clips. And that link exists for 14 days, assuming you don't delete the clip from your PC or your library. I've also got a cloud sync as well, meaning that if you're like me and you use Metal's mobile app, you can get all your clips onto your phone as well and post them directly from your phone or edit them on something like CapCut as well if you like. And another fantastic feature of Metal is once you're finished in the editor or in your library or whatever, your clip is all good to go, it's shiny, it's looking nice, is you can actually upload it directly to TikTok from Metal should you want to. It's super easy to connect everything and just makes your life a little bit easier yet again. You can also share to Discord or even Reddit if you want to. There's also a load of other accounts you can connect to Metal. It's just cutting out those steps and making the lives of creators who just want to get something quick out so easy. Actually, I'll probably post this clip too. It's a pretty sick little 3-piece Inspector Divide. You can see me streaming it as well as a load of other games over on twitch.tv/x2shoes 5 days a week. So yeah, do that. There's a load of different solutions for nearly every problem a streamer or a gamer might have out there, and 99% of them are just kind of complicated or they don't really work like they should. Metal does exactly what it says on the tin, and whether you are a gamer just wanting to save some cool clips to share with your friends, or even if you're just a streamer or content creator who's looking to save some of your clips without them being compressed to hell so that you can edit them somewhere else later and even throw them back on Metal if you're throwing them on TikTok or YouTube Shorts or Reels, whatever, it's such an easy solution and I couldn't recommend it enough. As I said, I've been using it for years. That's no joke. People will back me up on this. I can get witnesses if you want. I've been using it for years and I've always just used it to save my gameplay and, share some cool stuff with my friends. However, lately, knowing that it can do what it can do, I've been using it for my shorts, and my shorts, don't get me wrong, they don't get a mega ton of views, but they've been doing super well lately. I'm not saying that that's directly attributed to Metal, but I've been so much more likely to make them because this has just made the process way easier. So whether you create content on short form platforms already, or you're thinking about starting, which if you have not already and you're a streamer looking to grow your channels, I highly recommend that you do. I've got loads of other videos that cover kind of how to make short form content and that kind of thing. I'm hoping to collaborate with a friend of mine soon who is massive on short form platforms and knows of the secret sauce. If you want to see that video and how your short form content, once you've made it, can perform better, because I know I need to do that because mine doesn't do very well sometimes, let me know. But everyone, if you want to check out Metal for yourselves, do use the link in the pinned comment or in the description. That lets them know I'm good and you enjoyed. New video next week as well. I was a little bit delayed getting this out. If you've been wondering where I've been and this is the first video you've seen of me in a long time, check out my last video on the channel. You can see that in the box here or here. That will tell you what's been going on and where I've been and the plans going forward. Shout out to Metal for sponsoring this video. Thank you so much. You can catch me live on twitch.tv 5 days a week at twitch.tv/x2shoes. That's also linked below. Always happy to answer any streamer or content questions over there. Other than that, much love. Peace out. Bye-bye.